I knew three things growing up: that I'd attend a military academy like my father, that I'd be a lifelong runner like my mother, and that I'd accomplish whatever I set out to do in life, just like the big-haired, spandex-clad heroines leaping off the pages of the science fiction novels that I read as a kid. They were fearless. I aspired to be also. Life didn't exactly work out as planned. It's true, I watched from the bleachers as my uniform-clad siblings tossed their hats in the air on graduation day at West Point. And it's also true that I stopped running after a long-term illness. But I haven't stopped pursuing my dreams, even as they've gradually changed over time. I no longer want to conquer the world. I want to make smaller changes instead. One of those small changes has been to encourage people of color to take up more space in the outdoors. In 2011, I learned how to skydive. I was chasing an alive feeling, and I found it in the exhilaration that comes from free-falling 13,000 feet and taking your life into your own hands. I took my parachute rig with me and jumped all over the United States, as well as in Thailand and the Philippines. I camped out at drop zones and slept in strangers' cabins and pitched my tent in the woods. At age 25, I did a trust fall into the skydiving community and had no regrets. In California, I slept in a stranger's camper along with several other skydivers. Each morning, we stumbled out into the chilly air, lured by the aroma of fried eggs, toast, and coffee percolating on the jet boil. Jumping was secondary to sharing our life stories, which spanned several continents and languages. In the Northeast, I rose before sunrise to plunge 10,000 feet from a hot air balloon, a tradition I would repeat several times over the same sleepy Pennsylvania countryside. I loved bracing against the cold, marveling at how quietly and quickly the balloon carried us aloft, and steeling myself for the way my heart leapt into my throat with each dead air drop. In the Pacific Northwest, I did my first night jump on accident. After a slow climb to altitude in a small aircraft while circling a brand-new-to-me drop zone, I was surprised to see the beautiful sunset eclipsed by fog and darkness. "Don't worry, there's a blinking light on the airfield," the instructor said, right before the blinking light on the airfield blinked out. Thankfully, the other jumpers on the ground improvised, using their vehicles and headlights to guide us safely back to Earth. Safely, but not elegantly. I ran out my landing and slid feet first underneath the bumper of a parked Jeep, its KC lights fully ablaze, to the horror of onlookers.